Food has no boundaries. Everyone treasures their own cuisines, but for newcomers, food takes on other meanings. They diligently preserve their cuisine to give a taste of home to their new American home, instill the love of their home country to their children, and lastly, proudly represent their culture in our America the Beautiful. Spice and Recipe does all the above by introducing recipes from different countries enriched with human stories and comparison of tradition. Hi, I'm Mike DiGiacomo, a born and raised American and a food lover, and I invite you to join me as we discover the origins of flavor, the journey of spices, and the recipes of the world. Welcome to Spice and Recipe, the origins of flavor. Today we're going to take you again to the Middle East to learn about a berry that here in America is mostly planted as a decorative shrub and not consumed as a food. I'm talking about barberry. Here's a short segment on barberry, and then we'll come back in the studio to introduce you to our guest. Barberry or Berberry is the dried fruit of a thorny shrub that has the same name and that can be both deciduous and evergreen. With almost 500 species, the plant is cultivated from Chile in South America to China in Asia. The European native, Berberis vulgaris, is the most common species and used for cooking as well. The berries are known for their acidic flavor, much like citrus peels. Barberries are rich in vitamin C and add a sour taste to dishes. Earlier, the dried barberries were widely used in European cuisine and elsewhere, but now Iran is among the very few countries that still use the berries as food ingredients. The barberries, which in Persian are called zaresk, are good for making rice, chicken, jams, and flavoring soft drinks, sweets, and candies. In Russia and in Eastern Europe, barberries are also used as thickening agents for jams. Dried barberries are always present in Iranian grocery stores, where the price may vary greatly, from $1 to about $13 per ounce of dried barberries. After saffron and barberries, we can now confirm that Iran is a unique country when it comes to taste. And because of that, we reached out to an Iranian home cook and aspiring professional chef here in Omaha. My guest today is Noushin Mousavi. Good to see you, Noushin.
Good to see you.
Dr. Noushin
thank you
Mousavi. Because tell us a little bit about your background, because you do have a PhD.
I am a psychologist. I study PhD in Iran.
Yeah.
And I am here because I must support my husband.
Yeah, who's here for schooling as well, but a psychologist in Iran. Can you use that practice in the United States? Does it translate well?
No, because situation here different than my country, culture, language,
that's a great point.
All of the things.
Yeah, you don't
different.
think about that when it comes to some of these professions, especially in the healthcare industry, how the culture really has an impact on that, especially psychology. So you've only been here in the United States for about 7 months. Talk about that journey here.
Yes. We traveled to United States and we are here just for support my husband and I have 2 children, and cooking for me is a fun and I like.
Yes, I'm kind of a home cook too. I just love, I don't do it professionally, but I love cooking at home. So it's great that you bring some of those traditions here, and as we're going to see, you brought some fun little items to share with us as well.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the recipe that we're going to be making today?
Yeah, today I want to cook Tachin. And for Tachin we need rice, yogurt. You can use plain yogurt, an egg, chicken. You can use all of the part of chicken. Yeah. And saffron. Yeah. In Iran, first of all, we put saffron in and a little sugar.
So you put the saffron right in there, right? And then a little bit of sugar.
Yeah.
And then you mix it up.
After that, mash,
I want to talk about this that you brought. That has special meaning to you, right?
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, you brought that from Iran.
Every people in Iran has a mortar. Yeah. Yeah, very important.
This is old. This looks old though.
Yeah. And we mash it, and after that I added boiling water. Okay. And this is a saffron.
Okay, that's the saffron. Yeah, I want to smell
This
it.
is from Iran. Yeah.
Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you add that. What do you do with the saffron?
I just added. I bring in Iran.
Yeah, where do you put it? How do you blend it in the recipe?
I told you.
Okay, we're gonna get to that point. I'm going too fast again, aren't I? I get excited. But I want to. How did you learn how to cook? Because I understand your mom and your
Yes.
mother-in-law.
In Iran, people always had a guest, and we cook at home.
Right.
Okay. And when I was a child, I saw my mother
So
always
you just started
cook.
watching, yes.
And when I got married, I saw my mother-in-law
Right.
always cook. Men never ever cooked in Iran.
Not in Iran.
Just eat. Okay, good.
I mean, it's, well, that's the way. I mean, every culture is different.
Yeah. So different.
I mean, that's how it used to be here in the United States.
Yeah.
Men didn't cook. Now we've seen an evolution. I cook probably more than my wife. Not probably. I definitely cook more than my wife. So yeah, well, I mean, men cook a little bit more in the United States, but that's still part of the tradition in Iran.
Yeah, and I make yogurt at home.
You do make the yogurt. You make
Yes.
homemade yogurt.
Yes,
How do you
yes.
make your yogurt?
Boiling milk, and after the testing, is it okay for yogurt? And I added yogurt
Gotcha.
and push lots of blankets.
Oh, right.
And for 7 hours, we must wait, and after that, my yogurt is ready.
Does it go in the refrigerator or does it stay out?
Yes,
It goes in the
yes.
fridge.
We must put in refrigerator for 1 day, and after that, we can use it.
Then you can use it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Okay.
now what's next?
Yeah.
And by the way, this the tachin that we're making.
Yeah.
It's something that I really haven't seen before. It's very unique.
Yeah.
But it's a main entree, right?
Yeah, Tachin is from Iran, I think,
Yeah.
and we always cook in Iran because everybody like.
Yeah. I can't wait for you all to see the finished product when we get this out because there's a little flipping involved.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
We have a rice. I use basmati rice, and it's similar to Iranian rice. Rice for Iranian people are so important. I use basmati rice
Yeah.
because basmati is not sticky. And yogurt.
And then you just blend it, mix it together.
Yeah, mix.
And you just put in as much until the consistency is about where you want it.
Yeah.
How do you know when you have enough yogurt in with the rice?
First of all, I measure, and after that, I bring
Gotcha.
2 cup yogurt,
Okay.
2 cup rice.
Okay. And we'll have that recipe on
Yes,
on our
yes,
website and
yes.
all that jazz. So you'll be able to see that.
Yeah, and we need eggs.
Okay, so you put 1 egg in there.
Yeah,
That gives it a little, just gives it a little more texture.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we must add it half a teaspoon. Excuse me. Salt.
Okay. A little bit of salt.
Yeah, and we need oil. I always use olive oil,
You do?
but
Okay.
we can
Sure.
use all of the
Okay.
oil. Yeah. Excuse me, is it possible give me a
Yeah, you're not going to reach over this time?
Thank you.
You just need a
Tablespoon.
tablespoon?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's a teaspoon.
Oh,
Tablespoon.
see, that's why you should have just reached in front of me and gotten it
Thank
because
you
I don't even
so
know what I'm
much.
reaching for.
And we need oil.
Okay. So you're doing 2 tablespoons.
Yeah. No, 3.
3. Okay.
And I need, you can cook tachin, the pan or to the glass.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you cooked it in a bigger type of pan.
yes.
You can
we
use something like this, a standard 9x13,
Yeah.
or something more specific that you might have at home.
First of all, I use oil for pan.
Is olive oil the main oil that's used in Iran?
Yes,
Iranian
yes.
culture,
I
olive oil?
always use olive oil.
Yeah.
And
And is there, do you have to import the olive oil or is there Iranian
Yes.
olive oil?
I use always Iranian olive oil.
You do? Okay.
Yes, because
So they
in
do-
north of Iran we have a lots of olive oil, olive trees.
Oh, you do, okay, on the
Yes,
north side,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That makes sense.
And we added saffron.
There's the saffron.
Yeah,
That really gives it a cool color.
yeah.
And then as you blend this, then does the mixture go into the dish and then you add some more? I want to know about the barberries. When do those go in? Is that the finishing touches?
For decorate, you can use barberry.
Okay.
You can use barberry in the middle of
In the
Tachin.
dish, you can. But you don't usually do that.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
do?
Because some people.
If I just threw one in there like that? it's
No, because if you
Okay, so that's wrong.
Yes, if you put here,
Yeah.
barberry is bray. I forgot the word.
Oh,
It's make dark.
we could burn it?
Yes, burn it.
Burn it,
Yes,
yeah, I can burn it. Okay, I'm gonna take those out. You want me to take
Just
those out?
middle, just
Okay,
in the
just
middle.
put it in the middle.
Yeah.
You don't want to put it inside and blend
No.
it. Okay, I see. So you're going to layer this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
see?
can use in the layer. And
Okay, now that makes sense. So you have the oil down as the first layer.
yeah.
You're putting the rice mixture down, and then you'll do a layer.
Yeah.
How much, since the barberries are so unique to Iran,
Yeah.
how much do you cook with the barberries?
Honestly, many Iranian people like zeresh. We call them zeresh.
Yeah.
They like, but when we have a guest, we must use
You have to.
zeresh.
You
yes,
have to
we
use
have
zeresh.
to use zeresh and saffron.
Gotcha.
Very important.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time a guest
Yes,
comes over.
Yes, yes. And we put the chicken.
Okay, you just layer some chicken.
Yeah. And
I haven't seen this dish in the United States. At Iranian restaurants here, do they serve this?
I see Iranian people always cook at home.
Yeah.
And I never ever go
Is that
to
why there's not a lot of
restaurants.
Iranian restaurants?
I didn't see.
Is there one in Omaha? You've been here 7 months.
Yeah, but we never
You just don't
to
go
a
out?
restaurant.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
We always cook at home.
Great.
And again, we must another layer, rice and saffron.
Okay, so you would put another layer of rice.
Yes.
And we're just doing this for demo purposes because
Yes.
we've got the finished product. Another layer of rice.
Yeah.
And then would you put barberries on top of that or in the middle?
No. We can use in the middle.
In the middle, okay.
Yeah, we can use in the middle. You can use more or less.
Yeah.
It depends on a person. Some person doesn't like, some person like.
Yeah.
And we must cover the dish and put in the oven
Okay.
for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
At what temperature?
40
400?
degree,
Okay.
yes.
I just tried one of these barberries.
And we need a foil for cover.
Cover it up.
Yes.
The barberries, though, they
Yeah.
have a somewhat bitter taste.
Yeah.
Sweet, bitter, sweet,
Is it sour?
sour, bitter.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
bitter, sour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Okay.
do. It's kind of like a raisin, but
Yeah.
different.
And for decoration, Tachin, we can. Oh, you told me.
Yeah, it is bitter, a little somewhat sour, but kind of like a raisin, but probably more sour. Yeah, just turn that all the way.
Okay.
There we go. Let's turn this. There we
Okay, thank you.
go. You bet.
We can use the zereshk or barberry for decoration.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, can I ask you some cultural questions about what life is like in the United States? Have you been to the United States before?
No.
Okay, so
Just
this is the first time.
Yeah.
Have there been some things that you were surprised about, or things that you didn't anticipate, or is everything about how you expected the United States to be like?
Everything is so surprising for us
Yeah.
because
So different?
yeah,
It's
so
different.
different. Food so different. Everything is so different.
What
little.
was the biggest difference that you found?
Men cooking.
Oh. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it a surprise for myself too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised when I'm standing in the kitchen on Friday nights.
Yeah. And we are ready.
So that's a cultural thing between men and women. Anything else that you find interesting?
No.
No? Nothing we want to talk about here. No, I'm sure it's just a big culture different, just very different, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now what do we do?
You must flip.
Is this the time where we flip it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got those over there. Now we want to get to the tachin. So this is the part, this is the big unveiling, okay? So we have this. Okay. So in the oven, it's in a 9x13 pan, but you cooked it in this big guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is where you cooked it. And so you cooked it with the lid on, you covered it.
Uh-huh.
And then, so you flip it over.
Yeah.
There's something you want me to do?
Yeah. One.
What? You're making me nervous now. Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want
Perfect.
to mess it up. So then it flips over, and then we just lift it off. Ready? Drum roll, please. Can I get a drum roll? Nobody has any available hands. They've got their hands on the camera. There it is. There's a tachin. Just like that. And so this isn't the finished product, though,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to decorate it. This is the part that's fun
Yes,
because you
we
decorate
can
it
decorate
with the
it.
barberries
Yeah. And pistachio.
and the
We
pistachios.
have a lot of pistachio in Iran.
I love pistachios.
Yeah. Food for Iranian people are the same as medicine. So important.
Sure, yeah.
So important.
Well, I mean, it really is. It is. You're nourishing your body with it. Okay. So then, once you get this decorated how you like it,
Yeah?
are you finished decorating, or we have more to
Yes.
do?
No.
Okay.
Finished.
How do we serve it?
You must cut.
Okay. So you kind of cut it. So this is it's like an Iranian pizza,
Yeah.
right? You kind of like pizza, but I'm sure it has a very different flavor.
Yes, very good.
Do you cook with any cheeses in Iranian culture?
We always use Italian food in Iran.
Yeah.
People like
Yeah.
pizza,
Okay.
spaghetti,
Right.
macaroni.
But in basic traditional
No.
Iranian cuisines, there's not cheeses
No.
too much.
No.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get our forks. And all the people in the studio will love this. There's plenty of pieces here.
Okay.
Great.
And you can.
I'm gonna just take a smaller piece over here, if that's okay. Would you like a piece too? I need
Yeah.
to serve you a
Yeah.
piece. It's a little.
You can.
There we go. Perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. How often do you
Thank you.
prepare this dish at home?
My children like tachin, and we cook at home every week.
You do this. You make this dish every week at home.
Yes, yes.
Oh wow! They must really love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for cooking.
And one of the most surprise
Okay.
for Iran, for me,
Yeah.
we eat food by spoon, but
Well-
American people eat by fork.
Yeah, I want to do it how
No,
you
no,
do
no.
it. No, I want to do it how
I
you do
can.
it. So I'm going to use a spoon too.
Yeah.
And do you always use chicken
Uh,
in this, or could you use other?
we can use beef
Yeah.
and another.
That's great.
Do you like
I
it?
love it. And the barberries add just a little bit of
Salt.
just a little bit of flavor on the outside of it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy.
What else do you cook besides the tachin?
Everything. I can cook everything.
Everything.
Every Iranian food.
Good. And are you working do you want to be a professional chef while you're here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like it.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what are you going to do? All right, what other dishes, what's your favorite besides the tachin?
Honestly, Iranian food are so tasty, so mild, and every people like it.
Yeah.
And I can cook every food.
That's
Iranian
great.
Food.
Not just Iranian food, but do you have interests outside of?
Yes, yes,
yeah.
I try.
What's your,
yes.
you mentioned Italian a couple times,
Yes,
right?
I make a pizza at home
You
for
do?
my children. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, thank you, Nusheen. Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate having you here.
welcome.
And if you'd like to watch this episode or any of the past episodes, you can go to our website, newamericansmedia.com, our social media channels as well, YouTube, and you can subscribe to all those so you can catch up on all things and all foods from around the world. Now, thanks for watching. Go out there and have a great day, OMA and USA. Hello, I'm Mike DiGiacomo, host of Spice and Recipe, The Origins of Flavor. If you love spices, then this is your channel. Subscribe here to learn all about the flavors of food and life as we travel around the world. We'll see you soon.